Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome back. My name is Troy, and today we are learning about hobbies and interests. So please pay attention, and hopefully you'll learn something today. So what is a hobby? You've probably been asked this or learned about this many times before. A hobby is something you do regularly for enjoyment. And it is not something you do professionally, and it is not something that you get paid for. So a question that you have been asked, what is your hobby? Okay, you might say my hobby is ... Okay, this is a singular form. Maybe you only have one hobby, but I think many of us have more than one hobby. So the plural form, my hobbies are. Okay? So let's take a look at the singular form. My hobby is motorcycling. My hobby is motorcycling. Okay, pretty easy. How can I say this in a more in-depth answer? My hobby is motorcycling. Well, what do I do with the motorcycle? Okay, so if someone asks you what is your hobby, you might say, my hobby is, and let's take a look. My hobby is riding my motorcycle. Riding my motorcycle, yeah. I ride on a motorcycle. Good. Hello, you two.
Hello, you one.
Hi, what are you doing here?
Oh, we're playing board games.
Playing board games. Is this your hobby?
Yeah, my hobby is playing board games with friends.
So I have more than one hobby, so let's take a look at what my other hobbies are. My hobbies are motorcycling, table tennis, and exercising. Now, just like with the singular, let's give a more in-depth answer to when someone asks us this question. You already know the first one, so we'll say, my hobbies are riding my motorcycle. Next one, playing table tennis. And the last one, exercising at the gym. Okay, there's a little bit more answer to the question, a little bit more detail. Fun. Other than playing board games, what are your other hobbies?
Oh, my other hobbies are cycling and gardening.
Okay, why do you like cycling?
Oh, I love cycling. I feel like I accomplish something after I finish a long bike ride. Plus, it's good exercise. I like being out in nature, and get a good sweat going.
And a follow-up question that you may be asked is, why do you like your hobby? Okay, you can give a simple response. It is fun. I enjoy it. It makes me happy. And these are okay. But we might also want to know, why is it fun? Why does it make you happy? Okay, let's take a look at a reasoning. So you might say, I like the verb, which it would be your hobby, painting, riding, maybe sleeping, because your reason. What is your reason? Okay, so I like ... because ... Let's take a look at some examples. I like my hobby because I like riding my motorcycle because I like riding my motorcycle because I can go fast. Ooh, I love going fast on my motorcycle. A little dangerous, but it's very fun. So why do you like your hobby? Let's take a look at some other examples. I like painting because I can express my feelings. Why do you like playing board games with friends?
Well, I like playing board games with friends because it's good exercise for my brain, but also I really like hanging out with my friends.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I like riding my bike because I can go anywhere. I like going to a noraebang with my friends because I love singing. Oh, I do like going to the noraebang too. Okay. And these are just examples that you may come across, but of course you'll have your own example. Hello, Jessamine. I see you're writing something. What are you writing?
Hi, Troy. I am writing poetry. This is one of my hobbies.
Ooh, and may I ask you, why do you like writing poetry for your hobby?
I like writing poetry for a hobby because I love English words and I love to be creative with words.
Awesome. Do you have any other hobbies than writing poetry?
Yeah, also, I like to go hiking and I like to learn Korean.
Oh, wow. Learning Korean, that seems pretty hard. Why do you like learning Korean?
I like learning Korean because I like learning languages, and especially because I live in Korea and I want to talk to people here.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you. Hello, Cassie. What are you reading?
I'm reading Norse mythology.
And reading, is this one of your hobbies?
Yes, it's one of my favorite hobbies.
Okay, why do you like reading?
Well, I like to do it because I can have new characters and stories in my mind, and I don't have to leave my house.
Wow, that sounds like a really good time. Do you have any other hobbies than reading?
I like to eat chocolate. Is that a hobby?
I think that's a hobby, sure. Thanks, Cassie. Hey, Brenton, I see that you're building something.
Yes, I'm building a model Eiffel Tower.
Wow, it looks really fun. Is this one of your hobbies?
Yes, I love to build landscape towers.
Okay. Why do you like building landscape towers?
Oh, because I'm really fascinated by famous landscapes like Eiffel Tower, Big Ben, Great Wall of China.
Wow, awesome. Do you have any different hobbies than this?
Yes, I like to read books, go cycling, and playing sports.
Wow, you have a lot of hobbies.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to learn about an interest. This is a little different from a hobby, okay? So an interest is wanting to know or learn about something or someone. And it does not have to be something that you do often, okay? So some questions that you can phrase this is, what are you interested in? What interests you? What do you find interesting? Here are 3 different ways you can ask the same question. So, what are you interested in? What do you think I'm interested in? Take a look at the picture. What do you see? If you guess space, you are correct. I am interested in space. All right, someone asked me, what interests you? Space interests me. And the last way they would ask, what do you find interesting? I find space interesting. Okay. So you may think, well, isn't this your hobby? It is not my hobby. I am interested in space, but it is not my hobby. So don't get confused when someone asks you, what is your hobby and what is your interest? I like space, but it is not something that I enjoy a lot. I don't have, if you take a look at the picture, I don't have a telescope that I look up in the sky with, okay? Sometimes I like to read about it. Sometimes I like to watch some movie about space or some documentary, but it is not something I do often. maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, okay? But it is not my hobby. Hello, Jessamine. I have a couple questions for you. Are you interested in traveling?
Ah, yes, I love traveling.
Okay. Are you interested in video games?
No, I don't really like video games much.
Okay. If you're not interested in video games, what are you interested in?
I'm interested in history and nature and in reading books.
Wow, thank you. Okay, so now we're going to look at positive versus negative answers. So this will be the degree or the level of your interest if someone asks you a question, okay? So a question they might ask you is, do you like or do you enjoy something? So maybe, do you like painting? Do you enjoy playing baseball? Do you like singing? Okay, and you will respond with either a positive or a negative response. So let's take a look at a positive answer. Number one, I enjoy singing. Maybe you like it a little bit. Number two, I really like singing. Okay, you enjoy it more. And number three, I love singing. And at this point, maybe singing is one of your hobbies. So you can see number 1, 2, and 3, there are varying levels of interest. Let's take a look at how I would respond in a negative way. So let's use the same example. Do you like singing? I don't like singing. Number 2, I hate singing. And number 3, I detest singing. So all of these are negative answers, but they have a degree of interest. So number 1 being the lowest, number 3 being the highest. Oh, hello, Brenton.
Hi, Troy.
Thank you for joining me. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. What are you interested in? Are you interested in camping?
Yes, I enjoy it.
You enjoy it? Okay. Are you interested in building computers?
I don't like that.
You don't like it. Okay. What else interests you?
Well, I enjoy birds,
Birds.
and nature and swimming.
Okay. Thank you. Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. I have a couple questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. Does hiking interest you?
Oh, yeah, I really like hiking.
Okay. What about reading books?
I detest it.
Oh, you detest it. Okay. If you don't like reading books, what do you find interesting?
Well, I'm interested in a lot of things. I'm interested in walking, getting some exercise. I'm also interested in like strange science toys.
Okay. Do you have one with you today?
Oh, funny you should say that. I have one right here.
Wow.
This is my robot. His name is Vector.
Wow, it looks really interesting.
Yeah, he's really cute.
Thank you for sharing.